what we're going to be talking about is quite a bit of the Amber Heard trial. And if you saw the Amber Heard trial and Amber Heard finished her testimony, when she was in cross-examination on trial, I was just shocked. I was shocked that her attorneys, right? The attorneys that she's paying for, their client is on the stand. And essentially, they were not protecting her. They were not objecting to the young attorney Vasquez's questions. Her cross-examination questions were, and many times were quite opinionated, quite leading, sometimes argumentative, speculation. They could have objected to any of that, and her attorneys, Amber Heard's attorneys, just left her out to dry. What it seemed like to me, and I have no evidence of this, but it was so ridiculous that it almost seemed like Amber Heard's attorneys were working against her and were just like, hey, go for it. We're not going to protect you. They have questions to ask, and you have something to answer to, so go and answer it. That's what it seemed like, because there were so many objections that her attorneys could have made to at least quell some of the wrath that Johnny Depp's attorneys were raging on Amber Heard. She was just left out to dry, and her attorneys did absolutely nothing to save her. If I were Amber Heard, I'll be pretty pissed off at my attorneys for letting that happen. Unless there's some backstory that we don't really know of. Maybe Amber Heard was pretty mean to her attorneys. Maybe Amber Heard's attorneys think that she actually did this and they're just trying to cover for her and aren't going to try to get her off on this because it's all true and they know it and don't want to save her ass. Maybe it's something like that, but that's rarely happens. I mean, an attorney, that's their job to give their client the best case possible. Maybe there is something that's going on in the background because it was just so ridiculous. It was just so over the top where Johnny Depp's attorneys just had no objections thrown at them. They were leading with speculation, quite a bit of opinion in their leading, and nothing was being done to stop them. Quite odd. Also, in redirect is to clean up the cross-examination for their witness, right? Because in cross-examination, they're able to really give very poignant questions, and sometimes, many times, the witness is unable to really elaborate on certain things. And that's really the purpose of a redirect, is to clean up some of that cross-examination that just may be taken out of context, or maybe more of a forced yes or no, and they're unable to really elaborate. The redirect allows them to do that. It allows the witness to do that. But Johnny Depp's attorneys did exactly what they should do. Just object, constantly throughout the entire redirect, shutting Amber Heard out where she could not respond or clarify or twist or spin whatever she wanted to say, leaving basically nothing for Amber Heard to say in redirect. And if you saw, when Amber Heard left the stand, she was instructed to sit by her attorneys. But she didn't do that. She actually walked from the witness stand across the courtroom and out the door. She threw out her little water bottle that held her little pink, purple, fruity drink, and she just walked right out the door. Didn't wait for the jury to leave or anything like that. She just walked right out. She just stormed right out of the courtroom. Clearly she was mad. Hopefully she wasn't mad at Vasquez or any of Johnny Depp's legal team. It's not their fault. They were doing exactly what they were supposed to do. Again, I want to be clear. In trial, it's not just what questions are asked. It's how the question is asked and how leading the question is and how speculative the question is and how speculative they phrase the question. Also, how argumentative the attorney is to pressure the witness to give a certain answer. And Vasquez was doing a lot of that, but she wasn't objected to. But that's the goal, what every attorney tries to do and what they should do. is push as hard as you can for your side of the case until you're told to stop, until you're objected constantly. And it's just like, hey, this is not worth it to be objected this much to. And fine, I just won't ask it like that. Or the judge specifically says to you, you cannot ask it that way. Stop asking it that way. We're consistently sustaining these objections. Stop it.